Saturday at the Key, Atis Juve takes this drive to the net, which ended up resulting in an own goal by James Musa to give Detroit City a much-needed 1-0 victory. Their first victory since May 21st in USL Championship. Tonight, though, they have to take on a very strong side in North Carolina FC, led by Evan Conway. Also, we have an interview with the captain, Stephen Carroll. That's all coming up next on Soccer Night in Detroit.
Don't leave him alone. Don't let him shoot like that. Can Nate Steinwasser deliver? Of course!
Le Rouge takes to the road once again as they travel to Cary, North Carolina to take on North Carolina FC. All right, we are back at City Clubhouse tonight for a pivotal matchup after an exciting week.
A very exciting week where we announced the new field, Alumni 5 Stadium, and that will
Alumni 5 Field.
Alumni 5 Field, excuse me. My bad.
It's hard to roll off the tongue. We're trying to get, it's going to take a little time to get used to, obviously.
It's a little time because for a long time before they named it, I called it the Michigan 20th Stadium. So Alumni 5 Field, that's our new name, and we mentioned that if you want to watch it, watch the musing we did last weekend. Yep. Cheers to the new name.
Absolutely. Cheers to the new name.
And
cheers to the new stadium.
And the new stadium.
And forever home.
New game day.
Yes. And
big game.
Week 24 in earnest tonight. Detroit City FC traveling down to Cary, North Carolina to take on North Carolina FC. We're sitting in third place right now in the standings in the Eastern Conference, while Detroit City sits in 5 points separate the two clubs heading into that match.
Big game, then. This is the deepest we've been in, facing a tough test tonight after all the headaches and all that. It just, oh my.
But, you look at the two clubs, breaking down the stats here.
Here's the stat pack I created, right?
Yes, stat pack created by Mr. Palisovic there.
Thank you.
As, let's see here. 28 goals for North Carolina compared to 21 for Detroit City.
And they have done it on fewer shots than Detroit City.
Yes, and a couple of those key players we'll mention in a few minutes there. Of course, more shots on target than us. Possession, they're not really. It doesn't seem like they're set on the possession.
No,
so much. They want to go on the counterattack and create opportunities that way.
And the last 3 games, we have been mostly on possessions. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And that's a problem, and of course that ends up with mistakes. Obviously, the one last Wednesday in which the handball, the handball there,
and Maxey being the legal player scored.
Discipline is not too bad between both these. No red cards for either side, and they're pretty
much even the yellow cards.
So the discipline is not as they're not. They're not really shall we say they don't rely too heavy on. I was going to say it doesn't impact the game as much, which is a good thing there. But the thing is, though, you look at this North Carolina squad and some of those players on that squad. Evan Conway comes to mind. I mentioned him at the top of the show.
Yes.
He's probably their leading scorer right now.
Yes, leading scorer right now with 6 goals.
Yes, and then Pedro Della Bella has 5 goals himself, and he's been one of the highest rated players on the team with 7.04 FOTMOB rating, 5 goals, 2 assists on the year for him, for the Brazilian. And then
you got
Mikey Maldonado, another big factor. They like to play pretty much a 4-4-1, or no, 5-4-1. Lots of defenders in the back for the most part, and it kind of varies, as far as the flow of play is concerned. Probably why they don't generate that much possession in the long run. But you look at you look at that. You look at their starting 11, and I'm looking at that from the last start. It was a set up as a 5-4-1, whereas Detroit has been pretty much, pretty much messing with their formations a little bit there. Preferably now for them is like a 3-4-1-2 or something like that. It's a floating, shall we say, a floating lineup, as we shall say.
By the way, a couple more players for North Carolina to look for. Luis Perez has scored 2 out of his last 3 games.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, and don't forget the leading.
7.0 FOTMOB rating there. Yes. I forgot to mention Maldonado's. He's got 1 goal on the year, 7.3 FOTMOB. And let's see who else on there. Rafael Menzigan has scored a couple goals there.
And Milano lead the team in assists with 7.
Not bad.
Not bad.
Yeah, not bad at all. And they've been consistent throughout the year. That's why they moved up into the top 3 of the. But they are in the middle of that dogfight like everybody else in the Eastern Conference right now, which goes all the way down to the 12th spot. So who knows what could happen in the next 10, 11 weeks.
And a win for City tonight, it could break away with another pack. Let me show you the standings. I'll mention Louisville, Charlton. They're untouchable. They'll be 1-2. North Carolina, Loudoun, Pittsburgh. A win for Detroit. They're winning the pack. Still winning the pack.
Yeah,
but this is the only game tonight. The Ruts play is on Saturday.
A lot of games on Saturday.
I know.
For example, I'm looking those up right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 8, 10 games on Saturday, none on Sunday. So
yeah, you're right. So you got a full tilt.
Pretty much almost a full tilt this weekend of action in.
And this is the only game in prime time on CBS Sports Net.
Yes, it is prime time indeed. But I mean, I guess with Detroit City right now, I mean the story, as you know, I mean Detroit City, they just won their first game since June 21st in the championship.
Thanks to a lucky own goal which bounced off.
Which I didn't really say wasn't lucky so much. Atas Juve had a lot to do with that goal, and I liked the way he came into the box and created that opportunity there. It was all on Juve, and it was just a circumstance that he earned that goal. He really earned that. If it would have bounced off, unfortunately, it ended up bouncing off. Trying to think. I can't think of his name off the hand.
Darren Smith?
No, not Darren Smith. No.
All right.
No. The last game that they played. Why don't we go back to that one? So, that last match that they played against Indy 11, that goal came off of James Musa, and I mean, it was just bang bang play pretty much right there. I mean, it could have came off the goal.
And by the way, you had a great shot of that ball deflecting off.
Yes,
for the own goal.
Yeah, it was off of Solte.
Yes,
it was off Solte, then off Musa, and then it went into the back of the net. So, but great. I mean, great creativity, great drive by Atas Juve to.
And too bad he doesn't get credit for the goal because it
was all him. It was all him.
It's true, but it's credited as own goal. So
yeah, player of the match of that game, obviously Kobe Hernandez. He's been playing well.
Lights out for the first couple of games.
Yes, and I think he adds shall we say, a void that Detroit City has had in that midfielder spot, pretty much. You might as well say since Maxey left. For the most part. I mean, so. Nonetheless, you look at this game tonight, it's going to be one of those games in which it's going to be, I mean, everything's even, it seems like, when we broke down all the stats between the two clubs. Everything looks pretty even tonight. Yeah. It's the fact
but they're in Cary, North Carolina, near Raleigh, which is always an intimidating place to play.
Yes, it is. Very, First Horizon Stadium, pretty much that. Let me go back to North Carolina, what they had done in the last 5, as a matter of fact here. We can probably go to the last 5. They beat Tampa Bay 2-1. Lost Louisville City, but who hasn't lost to Louisville City this year? That game was the reverse fixture. North Carolina beat them earlier in the year. Then you 1-1 draw against Loudon United, a 4-2 victory over Indy 11, and then a 3-2 loss to the Birmingham Legion.
And by the way, North Carolina is the fourth. They're on number 4 as far as home schedule. You know what I mean? Among a lot of the great teams, like let me look that up. Like hold on. Oh yes, Pittsburgh, Charlottesville, Louisville.
Yep.
Great home field stadium.
Great home.
And North Carolina is a hotbed forever of soccer. In the college level and the pro level like that.
And in the women's game too.
Oh, yeah.
North Carolina Courage as well.
Oh yeah.
You know,
they went to the second time. But they lost.
That was the under-23s. But a great organization there with the North Carolina Courage.
And Detroit have the third best road record by some point, 12 points. But you know,
and they have to do this on the road tonight.
It's always, and then we haven't won on the road. It's been very tough, literally.
Yeah, absolutely.
During that long stretch, we have sort of lost every road game. You know what I mean? It's,
losing in Louisville, losing in Loudon, or you know, we haven't gone to Charleston yet as far as
that's near the end of the season.
Just before we play Tampa Bay again at the end of the season. So, but one thing of good news that might be coming down the pipe.
Yes.
Steve talked with Stephen Carroll on Monday.
Yes, at the naming right ceremony.
Yes, and
I talked to him about the new stadium, and then I talked about some news. Ooh.
He'll share that news with you.
I'll show you right now.
Steve Polytovic here for Dr. Night in Detroit, and Jimmy Timbers gets away from the captain, Stephen Carroll. How are you?
Great. How are you?
I'm doing okay. I'm going to say one thing. Reaction of the look of the stadium and the name.
The look of the stadium is unbelievable. It looks great. It looks European. It looks very tight knit. Very, state of the art. It looks amazing. I can't wait for it to see it in real life.
Yeah, play in a real life. You do have a player option for 2027. You're gonna play there.
Yeah.
Come on,
I can't go all this way and not go inside there. So
I know, but
even if they wheel me in there, I'll go in there. But the name is great. I think it's fitting. It's very catchy. It's very lovely for a stadium. I like it.
I agree with you on the European stadiums. I've been watching a lot of Premier League. You have that sort of boxed-in stadium, something like that.
Yeah, on top of you kind of feel.
Everybody's supporting you and all that.
Yes, and getting after the other team, which is a good thing as well. So I know. Feel uncomfortable.
I know. Well, considering that in about next year, we're going to leave Keyword. How do you feel about that? You played there most of your career.
Yeah, it's sad.
In Detroit.
It's sad. But like you said, we're progressing. So there's exciting things to come. If there wasn't a plan after Keyword, then be even more upset. But seeing this plan, I'm kind of excited for it. But Keyword will always have a place in my heart because all the memories I have there.
I know.
It's taking my knees away from me, but it's a price I'm willing to pay every time.
I know. Speaking about your knees, I know you had your knee scope about a month ago. I had minor knee surgery.
Yeah. Just maintenance. It was better for the team and myself to get it done mid-season rather than try limp through the season. So feeling good, feeling a lot better after it. Should be back soon.
Are you training right now?
I'm back in running and back in kicking the ball. I just no contact right now, but very close.
You must wear a red shirt saying don't touch the player. You just can't.
No, they have the shirts.
I know.
I'm trying to get after them, But,
like I said, you're in a tight playoff, right? The Eastern Conference Royal Rumble.
Yes.
You're trying to get to go over the blade. The team got a big important win, and now we're almost at the doors up to the rest of the playoffs. How do you think they will look?
We'll kick on from this. We'll bounce back from whatever form we were on. Playoffs is on the way up now, and we're ready for it. I think we're gonna kick on to a new gear now.
Okay. Well, listen, we hope to see you back soon.
Appreciate you.
All the best of luck, and we'll see you soon.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much to Stephen Carroll for a really great interview. Talked about his health. Hey, he's close to coming back.
Good news to hear that he's coming back training again.
Yes.
Yeah, and he was out with the scope. He had that scope done in early July, It's been about a good month or so since he's gone under that scope, and it's good to hear that he was. He looked like he was walking well and everything.
Walking well, he was really good. He was with his wife and his beautiful kid. And it was just something to see. But hey, he wanted to be ready for the rush to the playoff, which begins next week against Tampa Bay.
Actually, it really is now because when you're looking,
I always like to base the last 10 games that is the rush to the playoffs.
Yeah. But I mean, you're looking at the schedule. You're looking at the standings now. We're looking at 3 through 12 right now, and the difference between 3 through 12 is 12 points.
Yeah.
And several teams in this one. I mean, right now, the 8th spot is held by Rhode Island FC. Indy 11's 1 point behind. Miami FC's 1 point behind. Birmingham Legion's 2 points behind. Tampa Bay's 4 points behind. But you're in a stage right now where you either gotta go or you're gonna get run over. And for Detroit City to keep into the playoffs, Detroit City still has an opportunity right now to be in the conversation for a home playoff game. It may not be. They may not get. Right now,
they can't cash up Louisville and Charlton.
But there's a possibility you could get the 3rd seed, avoid Louisville. There's that possibility right now because Louisville right now is at 44 points, and that huge win last week at Lynn Family against Charleston Battery made a huge difference there. So, that's obviously the game. They got the head-to-head and the game, and all that stuff. So they got the advantage down pat, avoiding Louisville, but. Avoiding Louisville, we don't know about that. Well, avoiding Louisville for Detroit City is pretty easy because they have not been very successful against Louisville. However, Louisville has been known to, something that ends up happening on the way down. Whether last year again or last year against Rhode Island FC in the conference semifinals.
That was a shocker.
The year prior to that, Charleston Battery beat them in the to make their way to the.
Kind of funny the last 2 times in the playoff.
They have not been in a final in quite some time.
They've been beaten by the team who eventually went to the final. Yeah. Charlton 2 years ago.
Tampa Bay, Rhode Island FC last year. It's just that it's a question is okay. You did fine in the regular season. Show me what you can do in the playoffs, and it's been like that. And they won back-to-back titles.
You're right. That's the last team that won back-to-back titles.
Yeah.
That was before the pandemic.
Yes. So ever since then, this Louisville squad, they, it seems like they bring all their energy to the regular season. They just got to find that extra energy to get into the second season, shall we say? But that's going to be a dogfight coming down the stretch here.
I'll say one thing: both conferences are down to the
Rhode Island's at 20 games right now, so Birmingham Legion's at 20 games right now. This will be game 20 for us tonight.
Yeah. And next week we're going to talk about the stretch down the road, the third period,
the last 10.
The last 10, and it's not going to be easy.
No, it is.
We are going to be comfortable at home. But we
got some big opponents coming into Key Stadium coming up in the next several weeks.
And our first one against the team that you would usually be on the top of the heap. They're not doing well this year, but they're still in it.
Yes, absolutely there. But I know something I'm not doing well in right now.
Well, you're not doing well. Oh, the picks.
Yeah. Needless to say, I'm not doing so well in them. 13 points behind going into this thing.
I said they would win.
You said they were. Yeah, you were right on the money on Saturday.
1
zip. Big victory there on Saturday afternoon or Saturday night at Keyworth Stadium. But going down in the road here, I'm liking things are going. How do you see? How are you liking the way Detroit City has been going in the last?
Right now, the last couple of games have been really good with the addition of Kobe Hernandez Ford. I met him at the meeting right there, Ramoni. Yeah, and I told Darren Bev, I still believe in Darren. Remember, I believe in Darren. Take off the Joe Henry Star. Just look it up on the internet.
Yeah,
I have not yet played.
Everybody knows that.
I'm going to say it's very tough to predict on the road. Like you thought they would beat against Oakland and they lost, or beat against Indy, they tied. It just, I'm going to say, unless they show something on the road, I'm going to say 1-1 draw.
1-1 draw. 1-1 draw. What I'm admiring right now with Detroit City is the back line.
Yes.
Now they have a combination where you have Shane Wheat and
Yes.
Michael Bryant together as your center backs, and then you put Villanueva on the one side and Amumensa on the other side. And it seems like they've been responsible for two of the last 3 games where they had ended up with clean sheets.
Yes.
And you got to admire that tendency. It's a matter of, not giving up those opportunities. They did not give up those opportunities. I mean, even though, yeah, you're playing against a 10-man side last week against Indy 11. I get that. However, the other caveat to that would be, I would say, like I said, they defend well. And you know what? I have a gut feeling. I mean, yeah, upset down in Cary?
Possibly.
I might go with that. And I need to catch up with you. I need to catch up with you. I'm gonna say they grind it out to another 1-0 victory tonight. I really think they're gonna grind that out to a 1-0 victory because I think, I believe in Kobe Hernandez Foster. Darren Smith obviously's got to get back into his.
He hasn't scored in nearly 3 months.
He's got to get back.
That is frustrating.
Yeah, he's.
I already did my psychoanalysis why he can't score. You know what I mean? Doctor, I play one on TV or on the YouTube.
Yeah, he's got to get back into that groove, and I think for sure Detroit City's got to basically rely on that. However, there's other weapons out there. Obviously, Atis Juke being the big key on that, and I love the way he's been playing. And I think, Sands, Lejeau's trying to get back into the group. Matt Sheldon, I'd like to see a little bit more accuracy from him.
The professor,
he had a couple opportunities last Saturday, which they didn't go to fruition. They were either outside the box, outside the net or over the bar or whatever it is. Juve, of course, or not Juve, Joe. Over the bar, with the customary over the bar.
They have to lower the bar. It's not the.
They got to get it in the net. Like I said, it's going to be another scrappy 1-0 victory.
It's not the penalty kick shootout, which I saw in the Euro, less than half of it went in the net. You know what I mean? Sure.
Shout out to Kobe Hernandez Foster, number 229.
Yes.
Now,
There's 229.
Yep.
And also,
as a legacy number.
Yes, and also was mentioned on DTA, the new kid who's 16. I can't remember his name. Entered the game, 228, youngest member
Bilal
ever.
Obeid is his name. And he's a part of.
Oh yes.
Yep. He got his legacy number. So the legacy numbers are growing.
Yes,
as we speak.
And I highly doubt we'll make it to 250 before we move to Alumni File Field.
Alumni Five Field.
It could happen at that place.
Oh, yes, exactly.
And by the way, we're going to use that name going forward. Not the Michigan 20th Stadium site. It's Alumni 5 Field.
Alumni 5 Field.
Yes. It's going to take time to
It's going to get time to get used to.
But
not much time to get used to where we're going to be at tonight.
Okay.
Where are we going to be at tonight?
Yes, you can see the game tonight, live, prime time at 7:30 on CBS Sports Network. No CW50 or ESPN. It's on the CBS Sports Network, and if you're not near a TV, you can watch it on Paramount Plus.
Maybe. I don't know if they do that for most CBS Sports. I don't think they do for most CBS. Okay. But like I said, if you have it on your cable or satellite or cable provider, streaming provider, whatever, it's on there.
It's on there.
CBS Sports Network at 7:30 tonight.
Not 7 o'clock, 7:30.
Yeah, no Neil Rule on the call. Say
No. And he get nights off.
Yeah.
That's very nice.
Yeah, he's getting ready for a barbecue, from what I understand. Or
Well,
yeah, well, there's a Lions game tomorrow, so.
Oh yeah,
that's why.
well you have to understand he has been lucky. The last 3 weeks off because of natural television coming with this club, so he
Yeah, and then he came back last week for that one. So
Yeah.
but anyway, yeah, catch the game on CBS Sports Network tonight.
Is Mike and Devin calling it?
I have
bet
no,
you.
I don't know. I have no idea who's going to be calling that
Yeah.
game, but.
One of these days, if they
It's
come,
a good national TV matchup. I'll tell you that right now.
I'll
'Cause
tell
you
you
got
this.
2 teams in the top 6 in the conference.
we gotta invite Mike and Devin on our show if they ever come back to do a game. We have to
come back to Detroit.
Yeah, we have to.
Well, I'm sure they have to come back for the final year too.
Okay, yeah. We're gonna invite them. Mike, Devin, we're gonna invite you on our show.
Yes.
On our turf.
Yes. We'd
Not here.
love to hear from you guys.
I know.
So
Call us back.
call us back.
Okay.
Alrighty, but we will
Let's
be
wrap it
here
up.
after hours, breaking this down. It might be a short one tonight.
It's a short one because this is the only game on the
the only
calendar.
game in town tonight.
I know.
The only game in town, and you can catch it, as we mentioned, on CBS Sports Network tonight. Or come down here. We're at the clubhouse. We're going to be watching the game here at the clubhouse as well. Hopefully, we're going to have a whole bunch of people down here enjoying the festivities.
Yes.
Until we meet again after hours, keep your feet on the ground. Keep you reaching for the galaxy.